Yo, what's up? This is another little version. Free game all day. Like to subscribe my channel. I appreciate the love. If you can show me some love, you know what I'm saying? Um, this is kind of like, to me, this video I'm finna make it's actually like a life changing video because it's something that I think that a lot of people are not aware of or don't even know about. Like, I've heard about it before, but I don't really have a lot of insight on it, but it's something we all have experienced, and that's karmic relationships, karmic situations. You know, these relationships are meant for you to learn a lesson for. Now, one thing about a karmic relationship, it can range from a couple months to possibly some years. It could even evolve into a marriage, possibly, might. But the point of these relationships are basically to teach you a lesson. So it's kind of like this, and this is from my understanding. Like, I mean, I don't think I'm wrong. I think I've done enough research on it. I've had my understanding about it. So let's say that you're like 19 years old and you have a girlfriend. I'm just going to use me for example. Let's say I have a girlfriend, I'm 19 years old, and she might be maybe 18, or might be 19 to 20, whatever. If I don't, off the top, and they say I'm aware that she loves me, I'm aware that she cares about me, I'm aware that she wants to have a life with me, and this can possibly be a soulmate, and I don't handle the situation right. Let's say I dog out, shit on her, cheat on her, mistreat her. I just put myself into a karmic cycle to where, like, now I have to be taught lessons. I'm gonna have to go through stages and go through a series, and sometimes it might not even be like that. But for the most part, we have to like we have to go through these series in order to make us stronger, or in order us to learn from it. So if you ever notice how some people, they always going through some shit, like they might be involved with somebody for 2 years or 3 years, have a breakup. They might, and they're continuously having breakups over and over again. That's because they keep on being in karmic relationships. And sometimes you can be confused, and you can be like, why does this keep happening to me, or why does this keep going on, or why is this, you know, transpiring? Why I can't have love. You know what I'm saying? I treated this man with all my heart. I did the best I could. But the takeaway from it, you have to learn the lesson. You have to learn the lesson, because the bond is not meant to last forever. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna end. You have to learn the lesson that you're being taught in it. So, it might be a lesson that you might need to um, listen more. You might need to trust yourself more. It's something you might need to love yourself more. Like, in each karmic relationship, there's a lesson to be learned. So, for example, I'm gonna tell you how you handle that shit. So let's say, like, you're dealing with somebody and then they start acting up. They start acting up out of nowhere. Okay. Let's say you might have been with this person for let's say a year. It could be 2 years. If there is no resolution, if the person's not even trying to come up with a resolution, if it's nothing that even for you to take away from the situation, like you can't figure out why they're acting like this, why they're doing this, at that point in time, you have to take a step back. You have to look, evaluate what's going on, and realize you're in a karmic relationship. This is not a person. This is not a soulmate. This is not somebody who is meant for you. You know, they don't even know what they're doing. They have no clue what the hell is going on. They just being them. But it's for you to understand that, oh, I'm in this shit. It's meant for me what I need to take away from this and learn, that I don't need to do again. I don't need to repeat. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that it's not about you, it's about the lesson that you need to learn, the lesson you need to take in, then you take the lesson, you understand it, and then you break the bond. Because the bond is not meant to last forever anyway. You have to break it. Because 9 times out of 10, you could be dealing with a narcissist. You could be dealing with somebody who just not for you. Period. They just not for you. But this person, they just being them. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that there's a lesson to take from this. But what they do is they just, because they don't learn nothing from it, they're forever going to be in that cycle until they actually learn something from the situation. If they continuously go through person to person to person, even they're getting hurt or they're hurting somebody, they're forever in that cycle. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, if you are a person who's caught up and you can understand why you keep getting in these fucked up ass relationships that it might start off okay, but then it ends a certain way. Those are lessons that you meant to have. And so once you complete your karma, once you complete those cycles, then that's when your soulmate will come. Your soulmate gonna come, and you're gonna be able to meet your soulmate, and and just hope don't fuck that up. Now, it's some people who get in karmic cycles, and then they complete it, and then God might send them a soulmate, and then they fuck over the soulmate, and then they put themselves right back in the karmic cycle. You know what I'm saying? So that's the tricky part about it. So a lot of people have to understand that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real to the bone. You have to learn when you come out of something fucked up. You have to learn why this just happened. What is it that I needed to do? And you can't. And like I said before, you can't just sit back and just be like, "Oh, this person fucked me over." They ain't right. This ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't. I ain't trusting another man, or I ain't fucking with another bitch no more like that, and I ain't gonna. Like it's it's just a cycle that you have to understand. Like, damn, like, well, I need to do this more. I get it now. You know what I'm saying? And then you take that information, and whenever your next situation come about, more than likely, if you're completed with your series or completed with, your karma, like it's complete, then you have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about it. But people if you continue to hurt people and you continue to do shit, you're never gonna meet the person that you're supposed to be with, because you continuously like hurting folks over and over and over again. You can't. It's nothing okay about that. Even if you hurt somebody and you move on, let's say like you and that person actually gain a relationship, it's gonna be a point in that relationship to where y'all gonna hit a rough patch. It's people who've been together for years, and that's because they chose to do it, and it's been a karmic relationship the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody who's going through one right now. I know somebody going through one right now, and they don't even know they're going through one, but they not really reflecting. But I know their past, so I know what they done did. You know, it's some people, like I said, you be marriage after marriage after marriage, and then you really sit and realize, like, oh, those situations was karma relationships. Just think about it. Just think about it. I promise you, at the end of the day, you'll realize, like, damn, this nigga made a little sense. I'm telling you, man. It took me a minute to realize that, but once I realized and got that clarity, now I understand on why certain shit happen. Listen, it's free game all day. Like and subscribe my channel. Trust me, man. Hey, this shit's about to get real, man. I fuck with y'all.